Hey, this is Jennie Potter, and welcome back to another episode of Self-Sabotage No More with Jennie Potter. So, if you've ever felt stuck or you've done some of the things, you've done some of the power three, the affirmations, the visualization, the gratitude, and it hasn't worked. It doesn't work the way that maybe you read about it, or maybe you tried it but then stopped after a week or a day. We're going to talk today about why affirmations and vibrations and gratitude are in every single self-help book out there. Why this stuff works and why it doesn't work. You might have been doing your affirmations and not getting the results that you want. So we're going to talk about that today. Of course, I'm going to give you some tangible takeaways so that you can apply something that you've learned in the podcast today. And I'm excited to share this with you. So the power three, affirmations, visualization, and gratitude. These are, again, in most self-help books. If you've done any kind of personal growth, and I'm guessing if you're listening to this podcast, you're not new to personal growth. And if you've done any kind of personal growth or you've ever tried to change your current circumstances, you'll often find that a suggestion, one of the very first suggestions, will be affirmations. Also, visualization and gratitude are high up there on the list. And so we're going to talk about each of these and why they work. Now, in previous podcasts, I've discussed, emotion and vibration and limiting beliefs. And so, one of the things that's really powerful as a foundation to understand about affirmations, visualizations, and gratitude is this is about energy. In fact, as I've stated before, there's one thing that scientists and psychics and everyone in between can agree on is that we're all made up of energy. And what is energy but a vibration? And so the desk that I'm sitting at right now has a vibration. It's very solid, it's very dense. I have a vibration. You have a vibration. This podcast has a vibration. Songs have a vibration, and songs are kind of a great example because songs we understand. When we listen to a song, you can instantly understand if it's a heavy song or a light song, if it's a joyful song or an angry song. And emotions are very much like this as well. They carry vibration in the same way. Now, why does this matter? Well, it matters because like attracts like. So if you're walking around heavy, dense, angry, broke with negative thoughts, you will attract heavy, dense, angry, broke, negative experiences. And so what we want to do is shift how you're feeling. Now, chances are you're not walking around so heavy, so dense, so angry, so scarcity mindset that a shift is not possible. But there's always a possibility in shifting, no matter where you are on the scale. So if 0 was heaviest, densest, saddest, brokest, angriest, and 10 was most joyful, most abundant, most flowing, most free, filled with laughter, peace, calm, we're usually somewhere on that scale between 0 and 10. And so one of my favorite exercises to do, and this will be a tangible exercise that you can take away with you, is to shift your vibration one notch up. Okay, so if you're already abundant and doing well, how could you shift up one level? How could you increase your vibration, higher level, higher abundance, higher joy, higher peace, higher calm? What's one thing that you could do? And there's actually lots of things that we can do to shift our vibration. One thing is to listen to powerful and positive music. I love listening to worship music as a very simple way to raise my vibration or to set my vibration for the day. And so, again, talking about the power three, I'm going to start by sharing about affirmations, and then we're going to touch on visualization and gratitude as well. You know, affirmations for me, the first time I share this in my book, but the first time that I ever experienced affirmations was a little bit by accident. And the short version is my mom was away, my dad was taking care of us, which was very unusual. He made us pancakes for breakfast, which was amazing. I don't even think I'd ever seen my dad cook. And I decided in my head that I was going to tell my dad I was sick. My mom never would have, my mom knew if I was sick or not, so I never would have faked it with my mom. But I kind of figured, like, I'm going to tell dad I'm sick and I'm going to get to stay home with him. And my dad used to travel for work, so he's away a lot. So, I just thought, oh my gosh, I could spend the whole day with dad. And as I finished my pancake, I said, Daddy, I don't feel very good. And he just didn't receive it. He said, "Nonsense, you're fine." And I kept saying, like, "Dad, I really don't feel good. I really don't feel well." And I always call this my blueberry pancake story. But my dad knew that I was fine. Uh, but for me, I was upset that he didn't believe me. I think I was in grade two. I don't know exactly what age I was, but I was young enough that but there was a part of me that was kind of upset that he didn't believe me, even though I was lying. And so I really started to turn it on, like, Daddy, please, I don't want to go to school. I feel really sick. And my dad kept saying, nonsense, you're fine. You'll go to school with your brother. So me and my brother walked to school. It's about a half an hour walk. We walked to school. And on the way, I kept up the act all the way to school. Toby, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I feel so sick. I feel sick. I just kept affirming it over and over and over. Even though I knew I was fine, I spoke out that I was sick over and over and over, that my tummy didn't feel good. I felt like I was going to throw up. I was really sick. I couldn't believe that dad made me go to school, all the way to school. And when I got to school, I sat down at my desk and I threw up my pancakes. That was the first time I ever understood the power of the word. The power of affirmations. Now, I was young enough that I didn't totally get it, but I knew something had just happened. I knew I wasn't sick, and I knew I had made myself sick. Teachers called my dad. My dad came and picked me up. He felt so bad, but I felt bad because I knew I had created the situation. And so I share that with you because we are that powerful. Um, and most of the time, we are speaking stuff out in our thoughts, in our minds, in our responses, in our language. I hear a lot when I work with clients. A lot of times, people will say to me after a session, they'll come to the next session and say, Jennie, it was crazy. It was so crazy. I got this check in the mail, or it was insane. The most amazing thing happened, or this opportunity came, or I had 3 new people sign up, or whatever the block was that we'd been working on the week before. And I always encourage people to not use that language. Because what do we do? What have we been trained to do, at least in North America, in society, when something amazing happens? We say it's unbelievable. It's insane. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Things like this don't happen to me. It was so bizarre. Okay. And so I want to encourage you, if you've been using the word crazy for miraculous, shift. That's one tangible way that you could change, transform your language moving forward when good stuff happens. But the other thing is if good things aren't happening to you all the time, or if you want good things to happen more, if you want to attract more powerful, more positive, more joyful experiences, then you want to start speaking out what you want to see. So in your reality, you're procrastinating, you're stuck, nothing good ever happens, there's never enough money in the bank, you always feel stressed about cash. Let's just say that's your reality. How do we change that? We change that by speaking a different truth. We change that by speaking about the chapter that's already written as if it's already happened, as if it's already the new reality. Because if you keep declaring that you're broke, you will keep attracting broke. But if you declare that you're abundant, you will start to see a shift. And when you see that shift, instead of naming it crazy, name it miraculous. Name it, of course, I just found money on the ground. Of course, I just got a check. I'm abundant. I'm blessed. If you've been procrastinating and you start speaking out, I'm in action. I'm so proud of myself. I do the things I need to do. I go for walks daily. I feel good about whatever it is, whatever the thing is, wherever you feel stuck, how can you speak it out as if you are unstuck? How can you get out of your own way? How are you sabotaging yourself? And what would you say if you were no longer sabotaging yourself? So this is the power of affirmations. So for any of you who are new to affirmations, the goal here is an I am statement that is in the present as if it's happening. So for example, if you have $3 in the bank and you've got some bills coming and you're wondering where the money's coming from, and you feel stressed about money, we want to change up that feeling. We want to change up that affirmation, because whether you're doing it on purpose or not, you're affirming all day long. You're affirming. Just notice how you describe yourself to people. Oh, I'm the kind of person who, I never have enough. There's never enough money in the bank. I can't get caught up on my debt. What are you speaking out all the time that you no longer want to speak out? If you truly believed that what you spoke out would come to fruition, what would you stop saying? And what would you start saying if you believed in the power of the word? And so that's the question that you're going to want to write down and explore, is what would I speak out if I knew it would come to fruition? And don't worry so much about the how. We're just going to speak out a new feeling. So if you're feeling broke, where are you rich? We want to celebrate the money in the bank, the money that is in the bank. We want to celebrate it. We want to celebrate money coming in. We want to celebrate finding a quarter on the ground. We want to shift our mindset to notice and collect proof for where we are rich. Are you rich in mugs? Are you rich in flooring? Are you rich in grass? Are you rich in love? Okay. And so notice, where are you rich? Are you rich in shoes, pens, stationery, daytimers? I don't know. But you're rich in something. I can guarantee you that. And so start affirming what you are rich in instead of speaking out what you don't have and what you don't want. And so that's affirmations. I do share in my book a story of when I first found affirmations as in my 20s, and how that transformed my life. I started to speak out just 3 core sentences that I didn't believe or resonate with, but I knew I needed to change, and someone taught me to speak these out. And those 3 sentences for me were, I'm lovable, I'm worthy of love, I love myself, and I'm beautiful. And I spoke those 3 into the mirror every single day for over a decade. And slowly but surely, things started to change. Now, I wish back then I had known about releasing emotions and limiting beliefs, and that I'd use visualization. Uh, it was a slower process because I didn't combine this stuff with gratitude and visualization, and I had a lot of unprocessed emotions that were kind of weighing me down a little bit like an anchor. And so that kind of moves me to the next topic, which is visualization. And visualization is very powerful when it comes to changing your vibration, to increasing the frequency, to changing your current reality. And it's the same as affirmations, but it's different in that you're picturing how you want things to go. Okay. And so when you're picturing how things to go are to go, your brain actually doesn't know the difference between a real imagining and a fake imagining. I often say, if you know how to worry, you know how to visualize. Because when you're worried about someone like getting in an accident, or not being able to do something, or something falling through, or something bad happening, you're visualizing. You're just visualizing for a negative outcome instead of visualizing for a positive one. And so the goal here is that you spend your time and energy focused on visualizing what you want. And one of my favorite hacks for this is to picture running into someone a year from now. And I don't know if you can hear my puppies in the background right now, but they're wrestling right at my feet. But is to picture running into someone, and when you run into that person, you share with them what an amazing year you've had. Okay. Now, make sure the person that you run into is a supportive person. So, this is someone that cheers for you. Okay. And for some of you, you might not have someone in your life that you can imagine like telling them, hey, I came into $2 million and I'm living my dream life. And you don't have someone in your life that would go, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Most of you have one person in your life, but if you don't have that person, you can pick me. You can pick me. You can choose that you randomly ran into me, sat beside me at an airport, and we got talking, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, you're Jennie Potter. I listened to your podcast. I have to tell you what happened this last year. And I can guarantee you, I will be cheering for you. I will be celebrating you. I will be so excited for you when you share that story with me. So I want you to imagine that person, and I want you to share with them all of the wins you've had over this last year, where you went on vacation, the house you bought, the money you came into, the rank advancements, the job promotion, the book you wrote, the stages you spoke on, whatever it is, whatever your dreams are. I want you to speak about them to this person in your visualization as if they've already happened. Why I love this hack is because it's so powerful, because it puts you in an imagined place of those things that already happened. So you're not visualizing for the future. It's not this thing that's out there. You're visualizing what's already happened. So in a sense, you're imagining, how would I be vibrationally? How would I feel if I had this money in the bank? I lost that weight. I felt good about myself. I was healthy again. I transformed XYZ, whatever it is. Okay. So that is my favorite tangible hack for visualization. And, gratitude is always included because gratitude will always make us feel better. Okay, so what can you be grateful for? This is a very simple way. You want to raise your vibration 1 decibel, reach out to someone and tell them why you're grateful for them. Look around your home and be grateful for running water, for gushy carpets, for a roof over your head, for warmth, for the simple stuff, for all those mugs or shoes. Just look around. What can you be grateful for? What do you have? Uh, and and it can be simple. Your relationship with God, your ability to listen to podcasts, your phone, your access to connecting with other people. There's so many things to be grateful for, and this is a really good simple thing to do to raise your vibration. So, tangible takeaways, to recap, what we want to do is be in a new higher vibration so we attract new higher experiences. And so you can do that with affirmations, visualizations, and gratitude. You can do that with a combination of. And with your affirmations, you want to be speaking those out daily in the present. You can use that hack of imagining yourself a year from now. What are your affirmations? Oh, now that you grabbed all the things you've grabbed in Self-Sabotage No More, I have in a chapter on each of these topics: visualization, gratitude, and affirmation. And in each chapter, there are 3 exercises, 3 hacks to help you kind of crank this up. But for today, your tangible takeaways are: visualize running into someone a year from now and all of the amazing things have happened, and you share with them. Affirmations, speaking them out daily in the present. Okay, and gratitude. What can you be grateful for? What can you speak out? What are you rich in and grateful for that you're rich in? And just to tie this all up with a bow, there's something, and this is biblical, but there's something around praising God, thanking God, and affirming to God what you have achieved. And whatever your beliefs are, using praise, gratitude, affirmation in the present, visualization, all of those things are going to increase your vibration. They're going to increase your connectedness and help you step into a life where you are in action, where you feel calm, joy, peace, love, abundance, where you experience and unwrap your God-given gifts, where you discover your divine mission. And so with that, for today, that is episode 10, the Power 3. Affirmations, visualizations, and gratitude can absolutely change your life. If you do that in combination with releasing those limiting beliefs and those unprocessed emotions, you may find an exponentially increased level of flow in your life. And I'm excited to hear about it. I'm excited to run into you at the airport one day and hear how your life has transformed with these simple, tangible takeaways. And so with that, have an amazing day. And my wish for you is that you self-sabotage no more.